Go.
Hi, this is Shweta. This is Yashasvi.
We are doing a project on failure analysis of Backblaze hard drive. Backblaze has recorded the hard drive performance from drivers of their data center. In this project, the lifetime statistics of all different models of drives used in the data center will be computed using the data set. Based on the failure rates obtained through the statistics, the project will be able to predict the failure of the hard drives using different models.
Backblaze has recorded the performances of all the hard drives, including the smart variables. The smart is the standard hard disk drive condition monitoring and failure warning technology in the industry. I'm going to explain you about failure analysis of hard drives and pre-processing of the data.
Yeah, Backblaze has recorded the data hard drive performance of each day for all the models, and it has many empty columns, and we are going to pre-process those columns. This part of the code is we are trying to remove all normalized columns in this, and then we are calculating the amount of NA values in each column. If the number of NA values, that is null empty values, are more than 90%, we are removing those columns, and the remaining columns whichever has NA values, we are trying to fill those with -1. Now we'll calculate the failure rate of each model, and this part is doing that. Here we are going to count number of hard drives that are failed for a particular model, and it's calculated for 15 days of data. And here now we are going to calculate failure rate. Failure rate is nothing but the number of failed hard drives by total number of hard drives for particular model, and we are here rounding off the percentage value to 4 digits. Now we are going to plot graph for the failure analysis of the models, and here is the graph. As you can see, WCW800A8GB has more failure rate than any other model. And
let us see the logistic regression part of our project. Logistic regression is the appropriate regression analysis to conduct when the dependent variable is binary. In our project, the dependent variable is the failure attribute of the hard drive data. Since we have limited memory space, we are taking into consideration only a few days data set as training model, and we are predicting the failure of the hard drive for another day's data set. First, we pre-process the data set by removing all the smart raw attributes because those are very high values which are not suitable for the GLM function. Also, we remove all the columns containing NA values whose percentage is greater than 0.9. So, this is the data set that we get after pre-processing. This is the data, and this is the test data that we are going to use in our project. The function GLM calculates the logistic regression for the failure dependent variable. The function can be seen here. This is the function that we are using. We build the confusion matrix. This is the output we get after that: sensitivity, specificity, positive predicted value, negative predicted value. The confusion matrix is as shown. The area under the curve is 0.962. This is the graph we get by plotting the ROC curve for the training model. We get high accuracy because of the limited data set that we take into consideration. Thank you.
In Backblaze data center, different models of hard drive are currently in use. Each hard drive model differs with respect to smart variable. Decision tree is constructed for each of this model. For this purpose, data set of period of 3 months was taken. But in some model, the number of hard drive present were very less, and in some model of hard drives, the failure occurred for the period of 3 months were less. For such models, decision tree was not constructed. Here a model is shown where the number of failure is very less. The decision tree constructed for model 9 can be seen here. In order to avoid overfitting of the data, pruning of the model is done by changing the value of min split and CP. This is the decision tree after pruning. Misclassification rate and accuracy is found out. This is a misclassification rate. Yeah. And this is the accuracy found. Summary of the decision tree constructed for each of the model is shown here.
And this is our project. Hope you like it.